Ty, we spent a lot of time in the series talking about the need for somebody besides LeBron to make a play. Just wondering your thoughts on Jordan's first half, and then Kyle, obviously, with the two big threes late in the fourth.
I thought it was huge. I thought, Kyle shot the ball really well. And then down the stretch, ran a couple plays, and he came off and made some big shots for us. And like Clarkson just told him to be aggressive, just playing in drags, playing early in transition, and, look to score the basketball. So those guys stepped up and gave us a huge offensive punch.
Aside from the game 3 that Kyle had to the start of game 4, I mean, he just wasn't able to make the shots we've seen him make before. What goes into your coaching style to stick with a guy like that when you could just go to Hood or go to somebody else on your bench?
Well, I thought those guys off the bench came in, did a good job when Kyle first came out, so we didn't bring him back to end the first half. But, started him in that third quarter, and then, down the stretch, that was a close game, so I went with my veterans, the guys that's been here that I know, and they all produced. Kevin having 11 rebounds, couldn't really get it going offensively because of the foul trouble, but I thought he still stuck with the game plan. JR was great on Oladipo, just denying him the basketball, just trying to give him some different looks. And I thought the team really did a good job adjusting. I thought in that third quarter we adjusted our defense to get out of the blitz after Bogdanovich made 2 threes, and we changed our defense and coverages, and the players responded and did it very well.
Ty, the other thing that you guys did tonight was survive another bad third quarter. How important could that be if you hang on for a while in the playoffs?
It was very important. I thought we came out with the right intent. Like I said, we were still in our blitz, and Nate made adjustment, and they kind of spread us out, and Bogdanovich got 2 threes, so we got out of that. But, overall offensively, I got to look at it. But, I just think we got to continue to keep playing faster, keep playing with pace, early drags, early pick and rolls. When they're not back and set, it will be better for us. So we just got to play faster.
Does it feel like a new series now?
Now you say it, yeah. I mean, I haven't thought about it, but it's 2-2. We came on the road in a hostile environment and got a big win after a letdown last game. I thought we played good enough to win that last game, and the other guys thought that as well. And, when you lose a tough game like that, it's hard to bounce back and, win this, especially on the road. So just, a tribute to our guys' character, who they are, and we bounced back and won a tough game.
I just wondered if you could expand on the defense on Oladipo. Is it all JR or?
It's all everybody. He's a tough cover, but I think JR's doing a good job denying him the basketball, just trying to keep it out of his hands. Jeff did a good job on him. We changed our coverage. Kevin and the bigs was good on him. So, I mean, it's going to take more than one guy to guard him. We've seen that. We wouldn't be blitzing him all over the floor. So he's a tough cover, but, shooting 5 for 20 tonight, played in our favor. So, we did a good job on him defensively.
Not that it mattered in the grand scheme, but JR's shot 61-footer or whatever to end the half. I mean.
Oh, that was big. Yeah, I think he was a little mad because they called a foul, which I didn't think he touched the guy, and came back and made a big 3. So that was big for us.
Coach, LeBron was held to a single point in the third quarter. What did the Pacers do in your mind that caused him problems in that quarter?
I got to go back and watch it, but I think we just got to play faster. I think when they get a chance to load up and help off other guys, I think it makes it tough for driving lanes and spacing. So we got to do a better job of just playing faster, then also getting weak side movement on the backside to kind of occupy those guys so we can go to work.
Steve Ashburn, NBA.com. There might not be carryover from the first half to the second half, but when guys like Clarkson and Hood and Nance, when they do things like they did in the first half, do you hope that that just sort of adds to their pile of experience as they move through the playoffs?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's good experience for these guys, and they came in and played well. I thought they all did. They all did something good for us, and just down the stretch, I see the minutes is kind of low, but down the stretch, I just decided to go with the veteran guys that's been here, who's been through it, and they was able to produce for us.
The last tie-up with Lance and Jeff, one ref calling one thing and one the other, was that explained to you? And also, do you talk to you guys at all about kind of just playing through whatever Lance does as far as, he's the type of guy who can get under an opponent's skin?
I love Lance. He's a throwback player. Like, it reminds me of back when I first got in the league, guys who were physical. He's going to hit you, no easy layups, so he's going to be a physical player offensively and defensively. And you love that physicality he brings and toughness. So, sometimes they're going to call it, sometimes they're not. But we got to do a good job just playing through the physicality, playing through all the whatever it is, and just continue to keep playing. But, I like his style. I mean, he comes in, he plays hard, he plays tough. He's not going to back down from anyone. And that's what you need on your team. So it just reminds me of just an old school player, so I like it.
Ty, you guys are 2-2 in this series without Kevin Love having a typical offensive game that he's capable of, and then really the team. Do you think he's the key to unlocking your offense?
I mean, tonight I thought, man, just establish him early. First post up, he got a foul, but I thought he was aggressive and, got to his jump hook. Went with authority, and unfortunately they called a offensive foul, and then he picked up his second foul that was pretty quick on the other end. So I thought he was in the right mindset. I just thought he couldn't get going offensively because of the foul trouble, but he did do other things. I thought defensively he got some deflections. He got back in defense. He ran the floor, he rebounded the ball well, and then he did a good job of just when we went to our secondary coverage with Oladipo, just trying to keep him in front and contesting his pull-up twos. You had something else, Jason? Nah, I'm done with you, dude. My feet hurt, man. You see what I